Welcome to Humpdays.
Welcome back, Humpers. Breaking news. Taylor Swift is doing the Super Bowl this year. What?
Official but not official. But
Official but not official.
But she does those breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and she's been talking a lot about sourdough lately.
Yeah. So she said, I've been thinking about sourdough 60% of the time. This is Super Bowl 60.
Yep.
And it's in Santa Clara where the 49ers play. And their mascot is Sourdough Sam.
Now, that's a breadcrumb.
That's a breadcrumb.
And a breadcrumb for Taylor Swift, people who aren't Taylor Swift fans or don't know her lingo, a breadcrumb is basically, she kind of speaks in code, and she is very aware of her numbers and dropping little hints and clues in every PR piece that she puts out, music video, everything, to kind of like teaser fans.
Yeah, her little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Her little Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
And I think Taylor Swift is worried that she's going to get booed. And that's why she's going on podcasts now.
Booed when?
Well, during her performance. Because
at the Super Bowl.
At the Super Bowl. Well, because she's been fully rejected by the football crowd. Because look what she's done.
Because they have booed her, right?
They have booed her.
Right?
Every football fan is so sick of her being put on the screen. And also her first introduction to the football community was, I'm showing up with what's her name? I'm showing up with Blake Lively, Ice Spice, and it's like, who are these people? Ice Spice is rapping about like her poop fetishes, like just a terrible rapper, and then Blake Lively just turns out to be married to a gay guy who's just trying to falsely Me Too another male feminist just so she can get control of this movie.
I think she regrets bringing her now.
Yeah, so she's like, look how cool I am.
And like, even if people look these people up, right? That's like if you look them up, even because most football fans don't know these people. Like she's been totally missing the mark when it comes to connecting with this audience, and there's so much potential here.
Yeah. So it's just like it's a $1 billion audience that you've yet to tap into.
And this interview, you're right, seems to be her way of connecting to that crowd. I think she's kind of like using this as an opportunity to almost like prove herself. Because if I was a kind of skeptical football fan after this interview, I'd be like, no, like you kind of get it. Like you're kind of like embracing the cultural shifts that are happening. Like you're that and what that community is valuing, you know? I think she's really liking it too. Like I don't even think it's ingenuine.
You're right. I don't think it is ingenuine because she has just been in that Hollywood bubble where she's just dating these actors who are just all about themselves and just like think they're know-it-alls. But she's like
she's only dated actors and other musicians like before this. It must be just such a breath of fresh air to be with these Kelce brothers.
These Kelce, because they are a lot of fun.
They are. It seems like they're great.
Yeah,
they're so like humble and laid back and like I don't know. I can see it just, and it seems like she's just loving it, and she's just like, oh shit, I was like kind of wrong with the message I was sending women, and then now I'm like, she's pivoting.
Exactly. I'm a man eater. I don't need no man. I'm the man.
Exactly.
Type of attitude where it's just like you would think like the stereotypical like paintbrush of what these male athletes are, just like dumb meatheads that think women to be put in their place and stuff like that. But it's like, no, they're loving and they're a lot of fun. Like,
they're super lovable.
Yeah, they're very lovable brothers. Like they're like on the podcast, they're talking about like when she first met him. It was like it was at a football game and he wanted to go through a table because of Bill's Mafia. They're in Buffalo. They're very famous for getting drunk, jumping off of like up high off a ladder or off of like an RV onto a table that's on fire in
so
the middle
sophisticated.
Of weather. But he's like, yeah, can I jump to this table first?
Before he met her, right?
Yeah, before he met her.
I remember that story.
Or like or she's like, yeah, I asked you if you wanted to meet the royal family and just watching you be like, well, can I bring my beer or should I leave it? And she was like, it was just so endearing watching the process in your head where it was just, you're like, I don't want to disrespect them, but I want to be true to myself. It's just like, as opposed to thinking like, yeah, it'd be cool to do this, as opposed to like, oh, this would be so good for my career if I got a photograph with the royal family, which is like what other actors would be like. They'd be like, oh, this would elevate me. This would elevate me. It's like, no, this would actually be cool. But
it must be such a breath of fresh air. Yeah, I mean, and just it's also so nice how supportive he was. Like, I feel like she is still so impressive and like hardworking. You can't help but respect her. I mean, she kind of started the podcast off diving into the how she kind of bought back her albums and kind of showing her like business side of what she's doing. Like I feel like that really would impress maybe some guys that were a bit skeptical or on the fence about her and Travis being together or even like liking her at all. Like it's like she kind of dove in right off the bat with like, if you may not like my music, but you have to respect my hustle and my game.
Hustle my
right?
game. Yes.
I don't know. That was kind of a helpful piece.
But she's a billionaire, and she also doesn't believe billionaires should be taxed.
she made it. That was over half that episode. Was her speech on. You're like, yeah. Taxes are the devil. I mean, it did in a lot of ways. It does feel like a little bit of a return to conservatism. Like she's always kind of dabbling that line. Like she's never too big on one side or the other, but she did just kind of do the whole Kamala thing. And I think you're right. Like she might be the first Super Bowl in history to get booed, because if she kind of leaves on that note, like she kind of had to go right to the NFL. It's interesting. It's very strategic.
It is very strategic, but I think
getting in front of this NFL plan.
This is why I like Travis, because he's holding her hand through the first one. Okay,
right.
This is how you do a podcast.
Okay,
it is probably a little bit rehearsed. Like this is what we're going to talk about.
I think so.
Just go with the flow. Like it's not like you go on a talk show. Like for what everyone's talking about what happens when you go on a talk show. The producer calls you ahead of time. They ask you, what's your clever anecdote? Tell it to me.
Yeah.
And what's the question do you need set up for it? And it's only 5 minutes long.
So extremely scripted. Like there's an entire Nathan For You episode of him.
Like
exactly.
that with
the entire. Yeah. Anyway,
but this is probably like that. Here, we're just gonna ask you about this, how you first met us, and stuff like that, and then you can do your album. Just be yourself. And she hasn't been able to do that. She's never been able to relax and be herself.
Yeah.
Because like with this new medium, with this culture shift, it's like you're not gonna have that canned 5-minute interview where it's like everything's scripted.
Yeah.
And you show off a talent at the end, and there you go perform or whatever. It's like you're gonna have to go on podcast now.
Yeah.
And it's just like he's holding your hand for the first one. She'll probably do Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, is that what you predict?
I think she'll do Call Her Daddy.
Okay. Yeah.
And just judging by how this goes, I could honestly see her and Travis, maybe like the three of them, because they had great chemistry together.
Yeah.
They could even do Rogan.
Right.
I think leading up, if she does do the Super Bowl, I think that would be a good thing. That would be a good cross-pollination.
I wonder, because you know what, when you said Call Her Daddy, the first thing I thought, and respect the game, but that it feels a little like a sinking ship, to be honest. From the Kamal interview onwards, it's just felt like, and it's not even because I'm not saying like interview whoever you want to interview, right? But every interview feels like the talk show-esque vibe of what you're saying, where it's like highly approved and scripted, and it's just puff, puff, puff. And I think that's okay, but I don't know. I think like if you're brave enough to do something like Rogan, or what's another one where you might get even something like Theo Von
would be great too.
Like you don't know what's about to happen. That would be really cool of her to do. I mean, it felt cool, this interview.
Yeah, it did feel really cool. Like she was just loose, so they were joking, they were being very funny, and like she was leaning into that Americana again. When she first came out, she was very Americana. She's like, I'm just a country girl, write my own songs, sing some country songs. And then she kind of like all millennials, like we were guilty of it as well. Like we went into this this faux like
hyper independent feminism.
Even guys too are all like into activism as well. We're all into it as well. We're just like counterculture. All of us were counterculture.
Yeah.
But then counterculture became everything. That became the monoculture.
Yeah.
So counterculture became monoculture. So like, and then we just started like what we're seeing now with Sydney Sweeney, where it's just like
boobs are back.
Boobs are back. Beauty is back. But that's the thing, like beauty is aspirational.
Yes.
So it doesn't even have to be looks. Like beauty is aspirational.
Sure.
So like whether it be in art, whether it be what we see in our cities, whether we see in our parks, like whether we see in like our architecture. Like architecture now, like we see these shoebox apartments. It's just like, it's not beauty at all. It's just like
just kind of boxes.
It's just boxes and blah.
Yeah, it's true. There's been like this push to like not care about beauty or anything. Like when we came to America, like I immediately gained 40 pounds and I don't know, I didn't feel great about it. It was really upsetting. And, you're constantly seeing on TV, like big is beautiful and all of these kind of pushes for that. And you're just like, that's not really like lining up with the reality of how I'm feeling right now.
Because you don't feel like the best version of yourself.
Right.
You want to push towards the best version.
Right.
So it's just like gaining weight, like you just feel heavy and not good about yourself. Like it's like But there is this cultural shift. Like even Lizzo's losing weight now.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think she's using Ozempic.
Yeah.
I think she saw the cultural shift where it's just like, hey, because she got sued by these big women.
Yeah.
Because like she bought into the whole thing where it's just like, like they're great, everyone's great. But she's like, you know what? If I hired skinny backup dancers, they wouldn't have sued me. And they would have done that cool shit at that strip club in Holland.
They would have been cool with it.
They would have been cool with it.
that would have been something they saved for their documentary one day.
They would have been like, their work is they would not have been like, you're working us too hard. They wouldn't have complained at all. They were like, yeah.
They're like, yes, another evening where I didn't eat. Wait, but how does this relate to Taylor Swift?
Well, I'm just the cultural shift. I'm just writing the cultural shift.
To beauty, but what do you mean that's connected to Taylor Swift beauty?
Well, I'm just saying it's a huge cultural shift. So it's just like with the beauty aspect of it all, you want to be the best version of yourself. So like beauty doesn't necessarily mean hot.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean like, the biggest breasts. It's like we're just as people, we're just attracted to beauty. Like throughout history, we're just attracted to beautiful things.
Okay.
Like whether it be art, architecture, music.
100%. But Taylor Swift's always been beautiful, so I'm confused.
Well, I think because you said like she was dressed down a bit, and now she's coming back as like a this like life as a showgirl. She's able to. So
her new album is called Life of a Showgirl. She released this on the podcast. That was a big reason that she even like made this happen. Yeah. And yeah, the album cover, she's kind of like tits out, like a little bit something that we don't usually see. We see her being very like kind of reserved with her clothing, I guess. And she just kind of came out of an era where she was very like no makeup, low maintenance hair, tied up kind of.
Is that like also when she was dancing kind of weird?
She's always.
Okay.
It's never been her forte. She's never danced properly ever. Yeah. But that's okay. She's embraced that, I guess.
Well, she's embraced beauty, which is like, I think men and women, they both want to be like, when you walk into a room, you want people to look at your spouse like they're really good looking. Oh, look at that catch.
Okay.
We're in the same place, like men and women. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, she's not like, oh, look at me, I'm so like promiscuous. It was like, look at me, like I'm dressed up, I can be really hot as well.
Yeah.
So I think that was like her point of view on that.
Mine?
No, hers. Like it was like that's what she's trying to come across. Like this is an act, which I think we've talked about before. Where it's I think that's what she's taken from like Charlie XCX and like Chappell Roan, where it's just like it isn't just like Chappell Roan on stage isn't Chappell Roan.
Yeah. Like she obviously like to me on this album cover was like there must have been a lot of inspiration pulled from like Chappell Roan's Midwest Princess. I mean, it kind of looks like that, like the big text and the glitter and the glam and the makeup, heavy makeup. And yeah, and I think that is like a response to the recession we're in. Whenever a recession occurs, that's when glamour and little kind of pick-me-ups like makeup sales go up. You just want to feel, and it also ties into this idea of like escapism and kind of like people are craving kind of like an escape from reality and playfulness and positivity. Like we don't need to just kind of continue to like be okay with just like how, I don't know, we can be playful and we can be playful, have fun, and like be optimistic, right? Like that's very optimistic. Like all of this music that's like about having fun, like Charlie XCX and these caricatures, Sabrina Carpenter and her caricature of like, she's collaborated with Sabrina Carpenter. She's definitely inspired by the kind of 60s and the super glitz and glam. She's, like these caricatures, the party girl, brat era and everything like that. These things that's growing more and more popular because it's sort of like, we're not, I don't know if people are as excited about just like following, the Kardashians reality world of their like kind of luxury, and it's fake, and it's kind of like cooler when it's I don't know, these like fun little world buildings and escapism, I think, is like coming back, and she's definitely tapping into that too.
Yeah, and it's the Charlie XCX, like you see her behind the scenes, like she'll do her live streams with her fans. Same with Chappell Roan. Like you saw her doing doing the HOTTOGO, the dance, was her with no makeup on. just basically in pajamas. I don't know if it was in her house or like a hotel room, but it was like the background was just like, oh, it's stripped down. But then you go and then you see her as Chaperone, this drag queen in character.
Right. I think her like real name's Kaylee or whatever. So you see like Kaylee, and then you see like Chapel around on
Chapel,
stage.
and I think Taylor's trying to tap into that, where it's just like, oh, people want to see behind the scenes, where it's just like, not all of it, but like, hey, like I'm just just being a normal person, and then I'm playing this on stage. Like I don't dress like this all the time. Like when I go out, my butt isn't out, or like this isn't just me. This is me as life is a showgirl. When I go up on stage,
I have a feeling she's like setting that up because she wants to like potentially get married and have kids, and like it's helpful maybe strategically to have that division too. Like that could be the case too.
Oh, I definitely think it is, because I think she is very self-aware. Like she's the most self-aware celebrity. I don't know if that says much, but like but like she's very self-aware. So that's why she knows, okay, I need to, the tides are shifting. There's a massive cultural shift.
Yeah.
I need to go on podcast now. Thank you, Travis. Which is great for Travis. Like he just walked her hand like, hey babe, you want to go on podcast? Oh, it'll be easy. You're great talking to. It's just, even when she's talking about numbers and stuff, like on that podcast and how she's into numbers. Yeah. He's like, this is her all the time. This is my life. And he's just joking around like that.
Yeah.
When it's like loosened her up, made her feel okay about talking about it.
I actually like hadn't even really been that convinced that they were a legit couple and not a PR stunt until this podcast. It kind of helped me believe it.
Yeah, because he's a meathead. He can't act. like if it was another actor, then he'd be like, yeah. But like they haven't been dating long enough, and he's still in the NFL, so he doesn't have time to take acting lessons.
Yeah, that's true. They never are. Only Peyton Manning. I don't know. Nobody else has been able to do it.
Oh yeah. So, but he's like, it is that bond that you just see there. And it's like, oh, I kind of believe it. I'm buying into this. It seems kind of cool, and because everyone says, oh, this is fake. This is a PR thing. Because like she's been dating actors, and that's what it is. It's a PR thing. Like when you see them walking outside of their car. Like when you see them in LA walking, they call the press all the time. There's no way like they just find you just randomly walking and you guys just look so great in your casual wear.
Yeah. Every celebrity's calling.
Yeah. So they all call TMZ like, hey, we're gonna be going to this place. Take a photo of us. And she looks good. And he looks good. They're holding hands. He's leading the way type thing, because they know how to like their angles and stuff with acting. So it's like that's why everyone didn't believe it. Yeah. But when you pull back the scenes with podcasts, there's no hiding. There's no hiding in a long form podcast. There's things you don't have to talk about. Yeah. But you could tell the chemistry, and he's like
at a certain point, like if it's an hour and a half long, something's gonna fall. Yeah. Like a mask is gonna slip a couple times if it's a complete mask. And you can tell
he looks proud that he's getting her to do this. This is her first one, her first podcast. Help him lead the way, and I think she's gonna do more.
Yeah. And so other than the shift of like the podcast cultural shift, I mean, yeah, there's quite a few other cultural shifts that she's being aware of and kind of like almost like backpedaling or shifting her image towards. Yeah. So beauty, I guess, but she's always been beautiful.
I don't need no man, where she's like the tradition of like being chased by a man. Because she said, you know, like he kept saying, date me. And I was like, no, ignoring it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, like she mentioned like John Hughes.
Yeah, and she mentioned John, like he pursued me. He was very persistent.
He wrote, I didn't know this till you mentioned it when we were watching it, but he wrote like 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club.
And the famous scene with John Hughes in the boom box outside of the girl's window.
Right, yeah. And that's like something we did kind of move away from that culturally a little bit. Like that would be seen as like weird and stalker-ish.
You're creeping me. You're creepy.
Or like you might get me too'd for doing something like that, right? But then now we're like, hey, like maybe we do want a little bit of that romance. Yeah, so she did mention that.
Yeah, the pursuit, the chase. You want to be pursued. Like so many women don't want to be like done with like the swiping on the app and complaining and like all that stuff. And she's saying, yeah, you'd be pursued. This is elevated. I'm happy in this relationship, and he's not just a meathead. Yeah. And you see the cultural shift where she's going after like these sorority girls now, this new generation coming up. Mm-hmm. If she was against that, then I doubt that they would want to listen to Taylor Swift, because a lot of these
if she was out against like sorority, oh my god.
Well, I guess like the I don't need no man type of thing, because right now people are looking for a community. Like the I don't need no man is definitely like it's in the past. Mm-hmm. Because we just looked up the statistics, like there has been like 3 times the amount of people are looking for believe in God. No, what was it?
It was like 18 to 24-year-olds belief in God has tripled. In 2021, it was 16% of 18 to 24-year-olds. And in 2025, it's 45%. Yeah. So that's a lot.
Almost 50% of people like ages 18 to 24 believe in God.
Yeah. And she did write songs about God before,
Yeah,
right?
and she
So
did.
it seems like, yeah, maybe she's kind of like, oh crap, I need to go back to my roots a little bit and kind of backpedal a little bit of the messaging I was sending to young women, right?
So
she was never like super aggressive about anything too damaging, I would say, but I do think, I'm the man, a song like that is like, yeah, it's very different to what we saw in that podcast episode. Like she's definitely making a conscious effort to shift that image.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, cuz she's the intellect.
Yeah.
And he's the guy that just has drive.
Yeah.
He's just the fun, good-looking meat guy, just fun-loving guy who just like doesn't get overly emotional and just smiles at her like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Like, the good-looking guy just smiles at her, just the life of the party.
But back to the religion thing, like Gen Z is a clear sign that Gen Z is kind of going this direction, and like I guess like religion just makes you think of marriage, right? And I think like marriage was kind of not as much a priority with the like I am the man generation or that time, right? That time period. It was like, I don't know, it seemed to be as like, I remember it sounding to me almost like it's a trap. Like the women get screwed basically, right? And at the same time, I'm lucky that I had, wonderful parents that I could watch model, a great marriage, and I wasn't like too scared of it, but I was like kind of convinced that it might not be necessary or helpful, right? But it seems like Gen Z is, because of this like big increase in religion, people are like looking towards these structures. I also think activism's a big one where, people were like, I feel like that time period of I don't need no man, it was like pushed to do something. Like, I mean, people were really pushing Taylor Swift to like say something, and she did. She said something about, voting for Kamala or whatever, and like pushing for these, rights of gay people and things like that. And she did kind of dabble in that, but now look, she seems to be kind of wanting to like get back out of that, like assigning herself to like either side.
Like I'm gonna play a character, like because she talked about it in the podcast, like, oh, you can't be on social media so much, and she was the queen of social media. Like she was like 10 years ago, she was on Tumblr all the time. She was a Tumblr girl. Yeah, comment all the time. So
and
like,
it's almost like the pandemic woke us up to how empty and unsatisfying and kind of a waste of time that is, right? Like it's kind of a waste of time to continue to invest all of your time and energy in all of these random problems in the world. Or, you could really care. It might not be random. You could really care about these problems in the world. But, I think we all kind of woke up, I mean, at least me personally, to how important it is to like make sure that your world is okay. Because if you were somebody who just had a newborn, or for us, we just got a dog, I think that really helped us during that time. I think it would have been really easy to just get sucked into the phone world and every other problem in the world if we didn't have to just like kind of have something to focus on in our own
that became
world.
Secondary. The outside world became secondary. This is primary.
Yeah, so and I feel like she's trying to show people that by being like, this is my family. She said the word family like 85, I don't know. Like,
she said family a lot. So that's how you know. That's why she said family a lot.
Yeah.
Travis, you made me feel like family.
Yeah.
Like, Travis makes you feel like family.
We're family. This is what family. This is why we think that, because we're family. Like, she, And
that is like very like,
kind
that's
of
the
a
shift.
Traditional value shift. Yeah.
And that's where it's just like, okay, is this fake or is it real? Because this is like,
I think it's always strategic.
It's strategic, but this does feel like a millennial. This does feel like the millennial transition. So it's just like we are millennials, and we are kind of going through this, where it's just like back when like the early 2000s, we are like, part of the USA, and then we all did some activism. And then the 2000s hit, and it's just like, oh, what's really important? Like, is it like complaining about every issue, like how everyone's complaining about?
That doesn't feel good.
Like,
like maybe we should have fun.
Is everyone I disagree with Hitler? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, how many Hitlers are there now? Like, how many Hitlers are we on? Like, since 2022, like, how many Hitlers are we on? Like, there's so many Hitlers now. I can't keep
Nazis.
Count. Hot Nazis, Hitlers. It's just like,
everyone's either Hitler or Nazi.
Hitler, Nazi, fascist, communism. It's just like, like. The powers that be are going to create the game, and you got to learn how to play the game. So they're going to make rules. So it's just like how we went about the pandemic. They made these rules, whether we agreed upon it or not. we're the family, everything else is secondary, and we're gonna
Yeah.
know how they're playing the rules, and we're gonna figure it out ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are looking for. They don't want to play the game by themselves. And
Yeah.
so like they're like, oh, this community, even if you are part of any type of community, you want a significant other.
Yeah.
That deep down is what everyone's looking for.
Right.
And I think she's showing that, because I think it would be fake if she went into her 40s single.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she knows that, and she feels that like every other millennial
Right.
to an extent. And she's like, you know what? This is the one. This is the family I want to marry into. This is how he supported me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he supported her was like, well, there on that podcast, he tried to pronounce that German city.
Yeah.
And you can see he's butchering it, but he's trying. But he went on stage with her during the performance in Germany.
Yeah.
And he went on stage, learned the dance for her.
Yeah.
Like, how many actors would do that? They'd make it about themselves. They post their own thing, but it's just like, no, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm doing like
Yeah.
you can tell I'm doing this for you because I care about you.
Yeah.
And
And I
that's
don't
what I
really
did-
have anything.
Yeah,
to
and that's what I
gain.
did for our wedding. I learned to dance. You wanted to do the Saturday Night Fever dance.
Yeah.
More than a woman.
And we learned it. Here's a
Yeah,
clip.
and I'm terrible at dancing. I was nervous the whole time, but I knew it would mean a lot to her. And like, I think that was his thing going
And it
into
was
that.
adorable.
It was adorable. So he popped up on stage and did dance with her in Germany, and she's like, that was like the most memorable part of the Eras tour
Yeah.
because she shared it with him.
Yeah.
Where it's like every night was the same night. I'm not really sharing with anyone. I'm kind of like by myself.
Yeah.
I have my team, but I don't have anyone that feels like a family. And I think that like
Maybe that's what this new life of a showgirl will feel like. Maybe it's a comment on that.
it could be. It's just because this is a show. Like
craving
me
for
on stage is
family.
the show, and now me behind the scenes. And I think I'm really interested to see like how she does during podcasts, because she's gonna have to do the circuit to promote this album.
Yeah.
And I think she's
I
gonna.
mean, that would
want
be
to.
a great move if she did. I think people really liked this. I think it broke a lot of records. It's like,
13 million people in 24 hours watch this.
yeah, and then now it's probably at like 40. Who knows?
Yeah.
It was at like 20 last time I checked. 20 million views. Like crazy.
Yeah, because everyone's
2-hour
so
podcast.
curious about what this girl is like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I think this is another jab at Beyonce, because I don't think Beyonce could do one. Because I don't think Beyonce is in control of what she does.
Could do a podcast. Yeah.
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 She'd
Yeah.
be
No,
very
it's true.
scared.
Yeah. It's
She'd
true.
be very scared. And it's different if Jay-Z was on there with her. Mm-hmm. Like if Jay-Z was next to Beyonce, it'd be like, she's scared what to say.
Right.
As opposed to like with Travis, he was like, come on, baby, you can do this. Like, I'm here. I got you. Like, it's just goofy. He's just goofing. And just goofing. They're laughing
And
with the
she
brother.
also wasn't, it wasn't even just like the opposite situation where she was very controlling of what he said either. She was very okay with whatever he said. Like it felt like they trusted each other for sure.
Yeah. Because they're
Like if he mispronounced something, she wasn't like, stop it, you're ruining my image. It's like, no, like it seems like she's it seems like she's almost starting to loosen up a little bit of the tightness that she has kept on her image. Although she is just so strategic, so she could be
is so
thinking through
strategic.
literally everything she said on that podcast.
But I think it's like you can see what like those brothers are like. The video that went viral of Jason Kelce, when he's walking down, they're going to the football game or whatever, he's in a crowd, and then someone in the crowd's like, your brother's a faggot. Like,
What? I didn't hear this.
oh yeah, that
What was it?
he's walking, he's like, your brother's your brother's a faggot, like that.
Oh,
Well, because
really?
he's like the Bud Light commercial, Pfizer shot,
Oh yeah, I
Because
remember
I think
that.
like that's why I think he liked Taylor Swift. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna try and do it your way. But it's like it didn't. I just think they felt it like this is empty. Like I think they had probably had that conversation.
Yeah.
Like
well, a lot of people were also calling him her purse.
yeah.
And so it kind of went for like so as much as she has had to fight for the acceptance or be patient about the acceptance of the NFL fans, he has also been he's had to be patient, and he had to work through how he's been accepted by the Taylor Swift
because she's very
community.
in control of things. So I think this is what happened. He did it her way a little bit, and now he's just slow dripping stuff to her.
Yeah.
So he's slow dripping. So it's just like, yeah, my brother is a mess. Like he is a mess, but he did play in the NFL, so he knows how to be serious, like be focused on your craft, but then he knows how to like have a good time.
Yeah.
Because he's married with 4 kids, and you met his wife, and she's awesome, and she has a cool podcast as well, which she'll probably go on that one. She'll probably go on her podcast.
Who?
Jason Kelce's wife.
We'll go on whose podcast?
Jason Kelce's wife has a podcast.
Oh yeah. I think
So-
she did.
No, she didn't. She's only been on one podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's why I think that one will be next.
Okay. I
'Cause-
thought I saw something.
Because no, she's only been on one podcast.
Okay.
So that was her very first one. That was the
Okay.
first podcast.
Okay.
But
I
that
don't
clip
know.
that
Maybe
went
it's AI.
the clip that went viral was, there are a bunch of, I think, was it a college game? I can't remember what game it was, but he's just walking the stadium or whatever and just, college kids. Yeah, his brother Jason. Yeah. He's like, your brother's a faggot. And then they kept saying it to him, antagonize him. And then the guy was filming while doing it. And then the guy grabbed his phone and smashed it. Jason smashed it. He's like, who's the faggot now? Which is like very alpha. And then I think Taylor,
I guess.
Yeah, like you're calling my brother a faggot, and you're saying because he's dating Taylor Swift, and he's like, you're getting in my face about it. Grabbed it. Who's a faggot now? Yeah. And the kid looks scared. Yeah. And then like,
they wouldn't expect that wouldn't happen with an actor.
No, it actually be like, I am so like the state of the world we're in right now. It's just like, it'd have been like that tweet. I had to ignore it. Like if it was any other thing, I would have totally done something.
Yeah, it would have totally, but I wouldn't want to hurt. It just
shames me. Like it brings me to tears. Like Jake Gyllenhaal would have cried, even though
there was kids under 8 in the audience. I wouldn't want to swear in front of them.
Jake Gyllenhaal pretended to be a fighter and a cowboy.
I wouldn't want to stoop to their level.
But he's still an actor. Jake Gyllenhaal's still an actor, so he would have went on Twitter and cried. Would have done anything. Yeah. But Jake's like, no.
You just
smash your phone. What are you gonna do, kid? You really gonna say that to me? Like I'm twice your size. Yeah. This is the real world, and that's the culture shift. You're gonna call my brother faggot. I'm gonna stand up to you. And like it's like, and I liked him, and through that I liked Taylor Swift, because if he agreed with that, like if he had thought, yeah, my brother's whipped, then he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because that was like in the moment, like no, screw you. They are not. I believe in this. Smash the guy's phone. Yeah. Right in his face, and I think Taylor liked that as well. I was like, oh wow, I've never been a part of that before. It was like. That wasn't, that got you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
That got you in a lot of trouble, but you stood up for us.
Yes.
As opposed to like, you use that to elevate your brand, which an actor would do.
Which is, I think, has slowly won me over with these Kelce brothers too, because it's like, it could have been very easy for them to just like monetize this and be like, this is our way up, guys. Like we're just gonna use her, right? But it seems like they haven't. Seems like they've been quite genuinely there for her.
And I think they're using parties like they're kind of like, it's not like they're not getting anything out of it, because I think they are, because they have Taylor Swift. That's why they're getting actors coming on. Because they're getting actors coming on because these actors have daughters. So I was just like, hey, they might be able to meet Taylor Swift. So it's just so is that from the actor standpoint, they're going on and talking to them. But the podcast they do, because they're just fun guys, that the people they do have on, it's just like they have been producing good content.
Yeah.
So they are benefiting it from that way, but not like telling stories about Taylor. Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm spilling the tea. They're benefiting it from because they have a connection to her, and like I don't want to be rude, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's in a way of like they are kind of elevated, and it is kind of cool. Like you're dating like Taylor Swift, like probably one of the biggest stars the world has ever seen. Like she's probably, because she is a cultural event. Like her Eras tour is a cultural event. It's not just a concert people go to.
Yeah.
It's like people remember that forever.
Yeah, that's true. With all the actors and guys that she was dating, she probably hasn't encountered a guy that has acted on honor like that rather than on self-interest, like getting ahead.
Yeah, that's true. Like no actor or actress friends would stand up for her like that.
Yeah. And like to take a hit on their
career
and their image.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think every girl wants that. They want to be like protected like that.
Yeah.
And that's that's the cultural
kind of
shift.
helpful. Yeah. That he would take the fall for her is probably a really helpful.
Yeah.
Trustworthy
that's a
piece
big brother
of their
thing
marriage.
To do. That's a big brother thing to do.
I'm saying marriage, they're not even married.
I think they will though. That's okay.
Yeah, I do think so.
Taylor Swift is doing the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think they will get married.
I think so too.
I think this is all leading up to it. Yeah. This is going to be a big year.
Yeah.
This is her last hurrah.
Yeah.
This is the life of a showgirl.
Yeah.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
I'm predicting it right now because this is Taylor Swift. This is Taylor Swift right now because Taylor Swift is going to do the Super Bowl.
Okay.
She did the breadcrumbs. Taylor Swift is doing the Super Bowl. She did the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
She did the Easter egg. She said, I am thinking about sourdough.
Yeah.
I'm 60% of the time, which means Super Bowl 60 at Levi Stadium, where the 49ers mascot is Sourdough Sam.
Yeah.
Doing the Super Bowl. This is her last chance. This is her last album before she has a kid.
Yeah.
So she's going to go do the Super Bowl, be her hot self, and then the next phase is going to be motherhood.
Yeah, and we're going to see a Taylor Swift baby boom because the second she starts to have a kid and makes it like cool, it's going to go crazy. Oh my God, whatever dress she has, like people better get ready to just replicate it like crazy. Everyone's going to get that dress.
Yeah, people talk about a population decline. Like this is going to be...
that's going to go away after. Is she actually single-handedly? It could be like something people research. I mean, she brought back tourism with the Eras tour to every place she visited. I mean, yeah, she might cause a baby boom. They both could.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think she's really certainly rebranding herself here, and we're seeing that. Yeah, in real time.
What do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe.